Hello viewers, I remain Beatrice Christopher from Statistics Scribe. God's willing, in these tutorials, I'm going to explain the missing values attributes for variables, okay? That means the variable attributes called missing or missing values. We all know that sometimes one might be faced with data containing missing values, right? So at this juncture, it is paramount you know that in IBM Spss statistics, missing values are classified into system and user-defined missing values respectively. So when we say system missing values are values that completely are absent from the data, okay? They are shown as periods or dots in data view. So let me go to data view so that you see them. So this is what you're saying. Can you see it's period here or dot? These are system missing values, okay? These are called system missing values. All right. So, like I said system missing values are values that completely are absent from the data. They are shown as periods or dots in data view, like I said, okay? And there are some things I want you to take note about system missing values. So one of the notes I want you to take note is the fact that system missing values are only found in numeric variables. For example, maybe the comma variable attributes, the dot, the date, the dollar, the currency, the restricted numeric, and so on. So, but it is not found in string variables. As you can see here, under string, we don't have missing values. They are all empty spaces or blank spaces, right? So it does not apply to string variables. Are we together? So that's why I want you to know that system missing values are only found in numeric variables, but they are not found in string variables. That is, string variables do not have system missing values. Then the second thing I want you to take note is the fact that some of the reasons why data may contain system missing values include maybe some respondents were not asked some questions due to the questionnaire routing. It depends. Maybe you're not asked some questions due to the routing of the questionnaire. Then maybe a respondent skipped some questions. And also maybe something went wrong while converting or editing the data. Then also maybe some values were not recorded due to equipment failure. Are we together? So in some cases, system missing values make perfect sense. Sometimes it makes perfect sense. It makes sense a lot. Like this system missing values. Why am I saying it makes perfect sense? Because sometimes respondents deliberately did not fill some questionnaire items, or the items were logically skipped. For example, a male respondent will naturally skip the item last menstrual cycle. So if you ask a male respondent, what was your last menstrual cycle in a questionnaire, we all know that such questions will be skipped. So that's why we recommend that such items should not be included in data analysis. That is when it comes to the male gender, okay? Or in a situation whereby question 2 is asking question of do you have a car? Yes or no. Then question 3 is saying what color of car do you own? You see, those who responded by saying no obviously has nothing to do with question 3. So in that case, it will have to be a missing value. Most times, IBM Spss statistics will not include such items. But to be certain, you should assign missing values to search items. So what I'm saying is most times, as far as it is system value, IBM Spss statistics will not include this. For example, now let me run a simple analysis to show you that it will not include these two. As you can see here, we have list of 10 items here, but only 8 are recorded or entered. So let me run quickly maybe descriptive statistics. So descriptives, and I want to run it on income. So I'm running it on income. Observe income. We have 2 missing values, but these missing values are system missing values. So it will not include it in the analysis. So I can click on OK. So observe now. Let me go to my output viewer window. So now let's see. We have income. The minimum income is 345. The maximum income is this. Average income, which is mean, is this, and the standard deviation is this. N, meaning the number of the data sample. Okay, so here we have income 8, valid and listwise 8. Had we had a missing value, we would have seen missing showing 2. Okay, so because we don't have missing values here, it means that the system value here did not include the missing values in the analysis. So, but to play safe, most times it is advisable and recommended that we should assign missing value to such items. Okay, now let's talk about the user defined missing values. Okay, so when we say user defined missing values, we mean they are missing values that are invisible while analyzing or editing data. The IBM SPSS statistics user specifies which value or values, if any, must be excluded. So the user, IBM SPSS statistics user in this case, it is you or I, myself here, or someone else. Anybody operating the IBM SPSS statistics is called the IBM SPSS statistics user. So we specify which value or values, if any, must be excluded. Okay, now I'm going to show you the procedure on doing that. Now, how do we do that? Let's assume I want to declare missing values under income here. Okay, so now let's come to here where we have missing, this column here, missing. Okay, where you have this known for row 2 for income, you click. Now, if you observe, this is a dialog box here called missing values. Okay, we have 3 scenarios. We have a scenario whereby no missing values, we have a scenario whereby discrete missing values, and we have a scenario whereby we have range plus 1 optional discrete missing values. Okay, now this no missing values is saying that you don't have a missing value to define, just like in this case that we don't have any, we did not define anything. Now, if you want to define missing values, you have 2 approaches. One is called the discrete missing values, and the other is called range plus 1 optional discrete missing values. But let's begin with discrete missing values. So here, when we say discrete missing values here means that you want to type in a number that is a discrete number. Okay, just a figure or a value. Okay, and you have 3 options. You can select maybe 3 values that are distinct, but they will have to be discrete values. Okay, for example, let's say we want to declare 3,000 as missing. That means when we have 3,000 is missing, you can click OK, so that anywhere you have 3,000, you can just type 3,000. The computer will take it as what? A missing value, and it will be excluded in the analysis. Maybe you have multiple numbers that you want to declare missing. The maximum at this point in IBM SPSS statistics version 26 is 3 numbers. Are we together? So now let's see. Now let's assume you want to add another number here, maybe 9999, something like that, and you want to declare another one, maybe 999. So in this case, I have 3 discrete missing values. One of the missing values is 3,000, the other is 9999, which is 9,999, and the last but one is 999, which is 999. Okay, now but if you just want to declare a single missing value, in this case you can just erase all these ones. Let's assume you just need one. Okay, for convenience, most times 999 is declared as missing value or 9999, depending on the nature of your data. So let's assume I want to declare 999 as a missing value, so I'll just type in 999 here. That's all, and you just click on OK. Now if I click on OK here, I can come to this place here and type in 999. You see, it's a missing value, 999. It will not calculate this, it will not add this up to the analysis. So if I run the analysis here, descriptives here, and I run it, observe the difference. Check. This was the minimum, is corresponding with this, minimum here corresponding with this, everything is corresponding, as you can all see here, everything is corresponding here. But what if I did not declare the missing values and I still have that 999? See what will happen. Now I'm going back to the variable view. I'm changing it from discrete missing values to no missing values. And you click on OK. Going back here, you see we still have the 999 here. Now I'm rerunning the analysis here, descriptives. Observe what will happen. It will include this 999. So it means the maximum value will still remain, but the mean and standard deviation will change on other things. Now observe now. This is okay. Observe the difference. Minimum value is okay, maximum value is okay, but the mean here is 3679.2. Can you see it differs? The standard deviation here is different. Check now. The income, we have n cases, and the n number of cases we have is 10. The number of cases here is 8. So you see the advantage of declaring missing values, right? It's not just all about just typing 999 as missing value. You have to declare it. So quickly, let's go back and restore it back. But this time around, I'm going to the next one, which is called range plus one optional discrete value. So don't forget, please, like I said, you can declare 3 discrete missing values at a go. Maybe 999 here, another number here, another number here at the same time. Okay. Then let's assume you want to declare a range. You have option under range plus one optional discrete missing values. You have 3 options. Okay. Let's say the lowest value we want to declare is maybe any value from 4,000. This is just assumption because it's just explanation. From 4,000 to 5,500 should be declared missing. Okay. So any value between 4,000 to 5,500 should be declared missing. If you want to add extra here, fine. So but let me explain this first so you'd see. So click on OK. Observe now here. Here we have any value here between 4,000 to 5,500 will be excluded in the analysis. Okay. Now I'm going to rerun the analysis so you'd see it. Descriptives here as usual. Click OK. Observe the difference here. Check. You see, I have 36792. Right. In this case here, the same. Same thing here. So quickly, let's go back. So for range plus one optional discrete missing values, you have option of declaring the low and high values. Okay. Now let's say, for example, we want to declare any value between, say, 4,000 to maybe the highest is 5,500 as missing. Fine. Now the system will declare all values between 4,000 to 5,500 as missing. So it means they will be excluded in the analysis. Now, IBM Spss statistics is giving us extra option of maybe you have another discrete value that you want to add that is out of this range. So here, maybe you want to add another one. Should you want to add, but if you don't want to add, fine. Now, let's assume you have a value that is not within this range. Maybe you want to include something like 999 as missing too. So it means any value between 4,000 to 5,500 will be declared as missing. Also, 999 is also declared as missing. That means all the values that lies between 4,000 to 5,500 will be excluded in the analysis, and 999 will be excluded in the analysis. Is it clear? So this is just all what this entails. Then you can just click on OK, and your data is set for analysis. Then there's one thing I want you to take note. Please, whenever you're trying to declare a missing value, make sure the values is not more than 17 digits, okay? Else you will see some truncations, replacements with some other numbers like that. So try as much as possible to confine it, make it as brief as possible. That's why most times it is recommended that it has to be maybe at 8 bytes or something, okay? Recommended. So try as much as possible to make it brief. Maybe it should be maximum of maybe 8 digits or so. I think it's better, okay, for single byte languages, and maybe 4 digits for double byte languages, okay? So try as much as possible to make it brief. So I'll just click on OK. And I also have some notes for you to take. For example, some of the notes I want you to take note is that all string values, including null or blank values, are considered to be valid unless explicitly defined as missing. What am I saying? If you come here, maybe under our string, this is the string value we have, okay? This string value here is Chris. So what I'm saying is, including null or blank spaces, they are considered to be valid unless explicitly defined as missing. So unless you explicitly define it as missing, all these empty spaces or blank spaces or null spaces are included, okay? Now let me show you why they are included. Here we have just one entry out of 10, but let me run a descriptive statistics here called frequency. So I'm going to run frequencies for this surname variable, okay? That means Want to run it for surname, student surname, click OK. Observe, it's telling me that I have valid 9, I have Christopher 1. It means they are still valid. Like I said, that's why I said all string values, including null or blank spaces, are considered to be valid unless explicitly defined as missing. You see, they are considered to be valid. Okay, so try as much as possible to define missing values if you have any. Okay, then the second thing I'd like you to take note is the fact that missing values for string variables cannot exceed 8 bytes. Okay, there is no limit on the defined width of the string variable, but defined missing values cannot exceed 8 bytes, like I recommended previously. Okay, then the last but one note I'd like you to take is the fact that to define null or blank values as missing for string variable, enter single space in the discrete value field. What I'm saying is, let's assume I want to declare all these blank spaces here, all these ones here, as missing. All I have to do is go to my variable view, then the variable in consideration, which is surname as a string, then you click on this none, then under discrete here, click, just press your space bar key. Okay, space bar, that's all, and click on OK. So you've declared it missing. Now let me rerun the analysis so you see the difference. Click on analysis, descriptives, then frequency, click on OK. That's all. You see, I have 9 missing values. Can you see it? I have 9 missing values. So because I've declared it missing. Okay, that's all for that for this tutorials. I hope you like this videos. Kindly like, share, subscribe, and hit on the notification bell for more updates from us. Okay, thank you.